This is the kind of stretch that makes you forget what hasn't been fixed yet. I'm Aubrey, and since moving onto the ocean over 10 years ago with my tiny pink boat, I've been dreaming of a big, beautiful pirate ship. And finally, I did it.
All right, we've installed the starter.
My big kids are almost grown now. And we've seen the beauty of nature and the power of the wind and the magnificence of the sea. Now I have a beautiful new baby on board, and we are about to embark on a brand new adventure from this beautiful pirate ship. We are headed to the Panama Canal. Join us for an adventure of a lifetime.
It feels like it's been forever! So before we sail, I've been getting into the practice of checking all the cotter pins again. We had an accident when Katie was on board. She was messing with the cotter pins and we almost fell overboard. So some of them are different than others. They're loops and pins, and there was some confusion, and so I really learned my lesson. I've been checking chain plates, turnbuckles, cotter pins, and obviously that everything's secured on the deck, which is a great new habit, along with fluids in the morning, and I think we are just about ready to go. So goodbye, Zihuatanejo. You've been great and beautiful, other than that giant crocodile yesterday. Oh my gosh. I've heard tales of how scuzzy this water is.
Tales do not disappoint.
Everything looks calm up top, but below deck we're still running a workaround.
So far this trip has been pretty slow going. It's been get to a place like 150 or 250 miles from the last place and then fix a whole bunch of things. We are leaving Zihuatanejo today and we're headed to Oaxaca, I think. We've kicked around Acapulco, a couple other little anchorages just in case we got tired, but I think we just need to head out. We have a stuffing box leak. It's a little bit unnerving to watch all that water coming in the boat. We've been, we just had to switch out the low bilge pump. The diaphragm ruptured, and so we have a submergible in there. I do like the diaphragm pump because it pumps solids, and being that it's a Ford Lehman 120, which is a tractor engine, it does leak oil. Hi.
We're still southbound, the leaks haven't stopped, they're just controlled. There's a few more bays between here and where the real decision starts. After that, there isn't much room to turn around.
Please. And then on your way back up, do you mind grabbing my phone for nav?
Yeah. I'm bringing coffee and phone gifts.
Wow, do you see those fish over there? There's so many bait balls. There's a lot of fishing lines on this leg of the journey, so we're gonna try to go about 15 miles offshore. I'm hoping to get a message back, some coordinates of where to avoid for these long lines. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't get hung up out there. Jumps! Look! Ooh! Wow! Wow! Do you see the baby dolphins? Wow!
Wow!
That's right, dolphin. We're about 15 miles offshore, Zihuatanejo and Acapulco, and I just saw a sea lion. Sea lion are the ones with the ears, and it just seems like such a weird place to see a sea lion, just out in the middle of the ocean, just kind of hanging out. Thought it was a turtle caught in some lines like I had seen last time when I did this trip, and it was a sea lion. I was shocked. How you doing?
We're partway down the coast by this point, moving in short stretches and stopping when we need to. Nothing urgent, just the usual work that comes with keeping the boat moving. Whether our fix holds is something we'll find out on this next leg.
current state of affairs. The float switch on the bilge isn't working, so I think there's oil in it, and I'm putting some hot soapy water in there to try to clean it. And what else? The other thing is that Jordan was saying that she noticed low oil pressure, but it looked like it was like around the 30 or 35 mark, and I just opened up the Ford Lehman manual and it said that there should be 30 to 35 pounds of pressure in there, so I'm guessing that the 40, 60, and 80 is pounds of pressure. I should know that, but I don't. But I'm about to learn. So I'm gonna try to fix this bilge situation. We're still pretty leaky. I checked the oil level. Oil level looks good on the engine. I do need to do an oil change, but obviously I'm not gonna be doing one out here. We are sailing 1.2 knots right now. My wind indicator's broken, so I don't know how much wind we have, but yeah. See the sails up there? Can you see the sails? Yeah. That's what's happening.
Do you want this camera to talk to you for a second? It's recording.
I gotta like, hey you guys. I don't wanna like get whatever it's connected to caught in the prop. So drop that sail as quick as you can. I think they're just eating the stuff off the bottom. I don't know that they're attached. I don't know, let's see. It kind of just looks like they're hanging out, like eating the stuff off the bottom. Good. Yeah. So Savannah wants a pet dolphin. Jordan wants a pet turtle. I feel like a slight disappointment. I hear from Jordan that they're not a bundle of turtles. Okay. So we're like 27 miles offshore. It's like a tree stump, which I'm really glad we didn't hit at night. Okay.
There's a few things we just couldn't ignore anymore. None of them serious on their own, just enough to slow us down. Once you start pulling things apart, you usually find one or more reason not to rush.
Take a leap of faith. We got a love that's worth the wait.
Are we sailing?
Yeah.
We're ripping.
Darling, you've been
Just try to slow down so you can
gonna love you to the end of time. And I know you're the one. Our story's just begun. I'm never gonna let you go. With your love, I'll never be alone. There's only one thing I know for sure. I'm never gonna let you go.
Just in case you fall in. Pasta was horrible. They forgot to take it down.
Crocodile, but also the boat. That guy seemed very official when he was whistling at us and going like this.
Savannah, what was your favorite part of this trip so far?
The turtles, dolphins, sharks.
By now, we still don't have everything we need. Some parts are still coming. Others we're still working around.
Violet, good morning. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
So from what I understand is that if you add too much oil, you can get something that's called a runaway diesel where you can't turn it off.
Oh.
And then you have to like snuff out the air supply, which I think is on the back end of the engine. And it's scary. I don't know. All I know is it's called runaway diesel and it's from too much oil. And I was warned. So.
Anything that says runaway sounds scary, like a runaway semi.
Especially when it's this big, right?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like a little Yanmar.
We are leaving Puerto Escondido and the boat gulped up like, I don't know, 2 quarts of oil. The oil pressure was down a little bit yesterday. I thought maybe it was because the crankshaft cover is leaking a little bit because I think that there's a leak in it. I can't change the gasket, it's a little above my pay grade. You need some special tools for the front casing. And the oil viscosity has gotten thinner as we've used the oil, so there's a little more leaking. And so we burned quite a bit of oil. I think we're gonna go through the Panama. I'm not sure which route we're gonna take back over to the United States and do the Bahamas a little bit. And then up the East Coast for a bit and be in the land of parts and things and services and then cross the Atlantic. That's the plan in my head, subject to change with cool people that I meet and awesome places that we go. And what is the lady with the pretty legs doing? Okay, mommy's gonna go captain the boat now. I love you. Te amo. Amo. Yeah. Oh. Let's see here. Y'all think it will straight? Okay. All right, I gotta go take the helm. I believe the next stop is going to be Puerto Angel, but I'm not sure. Last time I came down this way, I stopped in the middle of the night and all I could hear was like crashing waves on rocks, and it was pitch black dark, and I was super pregnant, and I saw that there was a sunken car on Navionics in the bay, and I was just like, spot. Jordan has a friend visiting, a man friend visiting us, bringing some parts. Whoa, I bet you there's sharks in here.
Yeah, it's tuna. Or something. It's not that far out for tuna.
Okay, we're pulling into Mazunta, and there's a giant bait ball that we're gonna drive through. Cool, look at the fish, Violet, look. Can you see the fish? Look at the fish. Whoa, look, big girl. There's one right here. Right here, here we go.
Not yet, but soon. I'm getting closer. I
Super.
got the map.
Hiking trail right here. So pretty. Well, this is a beautiful place that made up for the last place. We are in, where are we? We're right before Puerto Angel. I can't remember. Mescalone? Mescalone. Well, anyways, there's a whole bunch of little beach coves that are like represent like 25 miles from here until we jump off for the Tapachula Bay, which I'm a little nervous about, if I'm honest. Last time we kind of got it handed to us, but this time gonna do some better planning. But the beach is beautiful. Violet is having an amazing time. Jordan's man friend has arrived with parts, and so we got lots of fun stuff to do. I'm pretty stoked.
Sailing is about compromise. Nothing is ever completely finished by the end of the day, but the boat was quieter than it had been, and that was enough. We'll keep working through it as we go. Some days we move faster than others. There's things that don't always make it into every episode, and that's what The Daily Show is for. Same project, same timeline, just closer in. It's a daily record of how things unfold. The work, the waiting, the small adjustment. It lives alongside the main episodes. It's just less edited. You can find The Daily Show on sailingthislonestar.com.